So I'm going to work the two hardest homework problems that we have tonight to help you out because these are a little tricky. Question number 4 is about Leanne, and it says 4A, it says Leanne uses her cell phone, Leanne reads about 27 pages a night before she goes to bed. N stands for the number of nights she has read. That's number of nights. I'm going to write that. And P stands for the total number of pages that she's read. And it tells us she reads about 27 pages every single night. So we wonder which one is the independent variable and which one is the dependent. And that's where it's tricky. We say which one of these depends on the other. Does the number of pages read depend on how many nights? Or do the number of nights depend on how many pages she's read? So you have to think about that. Really, the more nights she reads, the more pages. So the nights is going to be the independent variable. That can change.
Philip, you come up to the front office, please. Thank you.
And number of pages is the dependent variable. So once we've done that, we think about our lesson today, and we know that we always have to start with the dependent variable. So we're going to start with P equals, and it tells us she reads 27 pages every night. So 27 pages times the number of nights. So P equals 27N would be the expression. And we know that we're multiplying here because we multiply nights times pages per night. And whenever you see something like that that says per night or each night, most of the time that indicates that you're going to do multiplication as your operation. Now, the second one I'd like to show you is number 5. It's very tricky. 5 is about this box of Kleenexes, and it's tricky because it's really 2 steps. It says that Miss James opened this, and there are 136 Kleenexes in the box, and every single class period, they use 8 Kleenexes. So again, we have a per, 8 per period used. And our 2 variables are P, periods used, and I think we have R for Kleenex remaining. So which depends on the other? Think about it a second. The Kleenexes remaining in the box depends on how many periods it was used. So we have dependent is Kleenexes remaining, independent is periods used. When we write our equation, we're going to, well, first of all, we have to say what operations is this? Well, there's 2 because we start out with a number and we subtract every time, every period. So we have subtraction. And then we also have another operation because remember we have that per period. So that per or each tells us we're probably going to multiply. We have subtraction and multiplication. And when we write the equation, we're going to start out with our dependent variable, R, equals the Kleenexes we start with, which is 136, minus 8 per period, or 8P. So hopefully that helps you with those 2 tricky problems tonight. So that is our mini lesson on independent and dependent variables. Remember, always think about which variable depends on the other to solve your problem.